welcome back to the Norwich City career mode. So if you haven't watched the last episode already, go ahead and link in the eye thingy up there, link in bio. That's when I kind of did all my signings, so if you don't want anything spoiled, go click it now because I'm about to show the squad. So here is the squad we'll be using. So we got Teemu Pukki and Zlatan up front. Madison's going to be feeding the ball to them with Todd Cantwell, then Emiliano Buendia. Really happy about these wingers. Really great promising talent. Maybe I could get Buendia to like an 80 by the end of the season. Maybe Cantwell to like a 77, around that range, high 70. That'll be really nice. Gondozi, another prospect. Then we got Aarons, another prospect. Zimmerman, probably not going to grow too much, and I'm actually thinking about putting Godfrey in for now. Then we got Tomori, yet another prospect, and then Jamal Lewis. So entire back line, then Guendouzi, then Buendia, all prospects except for our strikers, and Tim Krul, who's in between the posts. And this is our bench here. So format-wise, I mean, this is a somewhat long-term career mode, so I'm gonna try and get 2 months down an episode. That's gonna be the aim. I mean, some might be a little longer, some might be a little shorter, but so then it's season 10 months long, so I'm going to try to make each season 5 episodes long, and I know we're kind of in time crunch, but I'm going to try to wrap this up until FIFA 21 starts. So here we are into our first match, which is against Liverpool, the defending champions of Europe. So here we are, first game of the season, the champions of the EFL Championship versus the defending champions of Europe. Here it is at Anfield, and yes, this is a voiceover, and it's just going to be showing the brief highlights. Sorry if this isn't really what you want, if this isn't your ideal mode, but I'm probably going to do this throughout the majority of the series. There's kind of like the focus playing in the games. And again, I know this isn't what a lot of you are used to, and it may not be ideal for a lot of you, but hey, do you want to see Teemu Pukki win the Ballon d'Or in a few years or no? So yeah. Here we are, our first chance of the game, and Matteo Guendouzi coming down the side. Could we get an early chance in Liverpool? No. Trent Alexander-Arnold will dispossess him. No need for Alice. So Liverpool, Mo Salah was in. Wasn't long till he was. To Wijnaldum, then Henderson into an empty net. Jordan Henderson, of all people, the player I've supported unconditionally until he joined the club back in like 2012. And yeah, I even have his 15-16 shirt. That just shows the devotion. But no, he scores on me. So Zlatan, laying it back to James Madison. Madison's away. Looks like more yellow shirts than red. Laying it off to Emi Buendia, but just wide of the post as we miss our first chance to equalize. Wijnaldum in the box. Laying it off to Fabinho. Fabinho, another holding midfielder on empty net. And guess what? They're going to capitalize. So not looking too ideal for us. Not really at all. 2-0 at Anfield. So here we are into the second half. And Mane, somehow, from that angle, capitalizes on goal. Not sure how. Yeah, not a good first day at the job at all. So Buendia was in. He had Zlatan as an option. Lays it off to Zlatan, but he was offside as Allison. So here we are, last minute of the game. Surely it's over. Nothing else. But no. We lit up a pen. But it's okay, because we have Tim Krul in goal. He's so good at saving pens. He wrote everything down on his water bottle to beat Spurs. And Salah comes up. And Tim Krul steps up. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, Salah just misses. But hey, it could have been worse. And yeah, that's the game. So again, not ideal first game. And we won't take any points away from Anfield in the end. So that was not ideal, to say the least. And we are sitting in the bottom, but very early days. And the next game is Newcastle. So I will be playing that because I think we can get a point. So that was not ideal, of course. 3-0 loss away from home. But we got Newcastle. We're going to play that. We're probably going to play all 3 of these. Keep them brief so this episode doesn't go too long. And then, besides City, we have a reasonably straightforward September. So, I mean, we still have Chelsea and City in this episode. But, I mean, we should still be able to get our hands on some nice, solid points this episode. So, I mean, we're playing Newcastle. I believe Norwich won 3-1 in real life. Oh, and I know I said that Madison should be the captain because like he used to play Norwich and all that, but then I realized that Zlatan is Zlatan, so yeah, forget about that. Zlatan's the captain now. So we're in the Newcastle game, and I do fancy ourselves, and Newcastle are away, but a Max Aarons intervention will end their attack, preventing a goal early on. Zlatan laying it off to Pukki, Teemu Pukki, he's away against the goalkeeper, and yeah, sends it skyrocketing. Madison is away. 1-on-1 against the goalie in James Madison with a beautiful finish, loss of pace, and a really swift counterattack as he opens the account at Carrow Road once again. There you can see beautiful run through the Newcastle defense, and then just a beautiful shot in the other direction of the goalkeeper. I don't want to talk about it. So, and Ndombele linking off to Mudo, to Ndombele, as Tanguy and Ndombele. Okay, how have Newcastle physically signed Tanguy and Ndombele? I'm using current squads. Wouldn't he have just joined Spurs? So, off of an illegal signing, we do trail at home. Not very great for our home opener. Buendia with the ball. Buendia cutting by. Buendia in finding the near post. Emi Buendia decides to turn into prime Mbappe as he waltzed right through the Newcastle defense as he equalizes at Carrow Road. We're not done yet. Look at that. Just cutting by everyone, finding the near post. What a beautiful finish. And Zlatan laying it off to Cantwell to play it in, but a Newcastle deflection. Pukki with it, laying it off to Zlatan, using his strength. Zlatan, 1-on-1, Shirley, and there it is. Zlatan Ibrahimovic scores. The Swede is flipping with joy, and so is Carrow Road as he edges his new club into the lead. First game with the captain's armband on his bicep, very well deserved. Zlatan, he's away on goal for his second one of the game, and there it is. His second goal as a Norwich City player, and his second goal of the football match. Just a beautiful counterattack. Pukki laying it off. I'm loving this striking partnership so far. Teemu Pukki and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I mean, I knew we were gonna have fireworks. Looks like they're finally coming. Pukki within the box and lasering it into the top right corner. It's a thrashing at Carrow Road. It's a 7-goal thriller at our home opener, and it looks like we will be advancing over Newcastle. And there it is. We will come out with all 3 points today in our home opener at Carrow Road. The fans are seeing maybe some of the best fast-paced football they've seen in years as we take it 5-2. So I know it's really early days, but we are in 10th, so kind of in the middle, exactly in the middle actually, for the table. And I know, like I just said, it is really early in the season, but I mean, I think by the end of the episode at least, maybe even by the end of the month, we'll kind of be getting a reasonably good shape of the table. It'll kind of start to set in just a little bit, so I think it is important to keep you guys tuned. So we're getting an offer from Leitner from Besiktas, and I can't see him playing too much. In his values, I don't really want to negotiate this one. I don't really care enough. So I mean, his value, we could get him for a 5 mil, so we're just going to try to delegate. So here, start the offer at 6.7, worth a try. Then don't sell player for less than 4.9 mil. It might fall through, I'm not sure, but let's just see if this works. So I'll keep you guys tuned the next couple days. So into a Chelsea game, we had an early chance here. Madison bolting down the middle, lays it off to Pukki. Good movement with the ball. Zlatan, but just pushed out by Kepa. Like, this is what I mean about FIFA being unrealistic. Like, why is Kepa making saves? Why is Kepa keeping the ball from going in the net? Singundwozi had another chance, and then again, Kepa reaching out of nowhere and making a save. Like, why is this happening? Why is Kepa doing his job as a football goalkeeper? That happened. Of all people, Ruben Loftus-Cheek to score. And I don't even understand how that cross and Pulisic even happened. So Pukki, 1-on-1 against Kepa. Pukki, Zlatan in out. Know how Kepa saved that. Kepa has a 50% save rate, and I've had 3 shots and he saved all 3. So mathematically, I should be in the lead. I should have 1.5 goals. So Roop the substitute, bring it down the middle, off to Zlatan to shoot, and there it is. We will capitalize. Beautiful goal, top left corner, as Zlatan scores in front of the Carrow Road fans once again. So this was quite late in the game, so I don't think the comeback was necessarily over, but I mean, I was still happy at this point. I mean, 1 point's better than none. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I settled on getting that 1 point, because that's what it is, and that was a really solid performance, and honestly, I'm actually really happy with this result. I mean, if we can draw against Chelsea, then high hopes for the future. So let's finish up the Chelsea match, and we're getting an offer for Tribal this time. So again, I think similar situation to Leitner. I think we are going to delegate this one, and this is looking good for our term. So I'll keep you tuned on these 2 transfers. So up against Spurs in the Carabao Cup, and I really don't care about the Carabao Cup, so I'm just going to play this slightly weakened side. I just kind of want to rest some of the big players, some of the players that kind of get fatigued easily, give them a little bit of a break before our West Ham game in the league. So I'm just going to sim it. I really don't care what happens. I mean, I just don't want any players to get hurt, really. And we lose 2-0. And Teemu Pukki gets hurt. I was just going to say, I hope Pukki doesn't get hurt because he's one of like the biggest players who are still playing. So I hope it isn't out for too long. We do have a backup striker, but 2 months. So Teemu Pukki's out for 2 months. I know. Oh, I hate trusting Sims, honestly. I think I'm playing a 5-4-1, just adding another center back and keeping our current midfield shape with the isolated striker of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And I don't know. I don't know how the shape's gonna work out after I play with it for a little while. I'll see if I have to change it then, but I don't know, I'm still experimenting. So Leitner 5.3, that's actually a really good deal, and then we're still waiting on Tribal. So yeah, Tribal's going nowhere as of now. His transfer negotiations have broken down. So we're still in 10th, and we're up against West Ham on deadline day. And I'm thinking of simming this one. West Ham are in 17th, and on paper we are a pretty strong squad. So, I mean, also I want to see if I can kind of trust Sims throughout the season, just kind of get a little taste of what it's going to be like simming matches. Because, I mean, I can't just play every single match, the career will go nowhere. So here we are, away from home, we're in the London Stadium, and we'll draw. And Cantwell's injured, so I really don't want to sim any more games based off what's happening. Hopefully, again, it's not too much because I don't even know what we'll do. Maybe we'll play Roop instead of him. Maybe I don't even know. We'll play Buendia on the inside. Let's just see the severity of it. Okay, Cantwell's out for 2 days. It's okay. Bruised elbow. He should be able to recover from that. So Leitner has been sold. We got another $3 million transfer budget, and then, I mean, McLean. I wouldn't mind seeing him go. Yeah, so let's negotiate it real quick. So I just finished the negotiation with Kenny McLean, about 4.2 mil. So hopefully that can sell, get some more money. For maybe we can make a January signing. So an offer for Grant Hanley. I really don't want to sell him since he's a club captain, but I think I might have to. Liverpool have sold James Milner and Divock Origi in the same transfer window. Probably two of the best players to ever play the game. I mean, I don't know, but if this was real life, and I know it wouldn't be, this was so unrealistic, but if this was real life, I would be absolutely fuming with my club. I recognize Origi in Newcastle. I don't know why or how they signed him, but I don't know, just FIFA sometimes. So yeah, we sold Kenny McLean. That happened. And Grant Hanley, the veteran, has departed Carrow Road. I know it's sad, Norwich fans, but in the long run, I think this will help us. So my current squad is dropping like flies. Ben Godfrey broke his rib in training and is out for 3 months, and that's actually a huge blow because now we're using 5 defenders. He was a big piece, and we just sold Hanley. So I think we're gonna play Tim Close, which isn't the end of the world, but I mean, not gonna help his youth development. Out for 3 months. So we're playing Man City next, and this is our squad. So different formation, and we don't have Pukki, and we don't have Godfrey. So I mean, Norwich did win this game in real life, 4-3. So I mean, anything besides a 4-goal win will be seen as a disappointment. So after this, we got Burnley and Palace. We'll probably send Burnley, but I'll probably play the Palace, and then I'm going to call it an episode. So starting off early on, so Gundogan was in for a chance one-on-one, and yeah, of all people, Ilkay Gundogan to score against us. And you can't think it can get any worse, but well, newsflash. So 2-0 down the 10th minute, not an ideal approach at all, not really what I was looking for. Max Aarons brought it down the wing, looking for options, sent it in to Cantwell with just a deflection from the City defense. So then, Zimmerman lit up a penalty. Great. It's okay though, because Aguero missed. Zlatan was in, but then another deflection from Ederson. Buendia laying it off to Zlatan. Zlatan with it, right around the goalie, and there it is. 63rd minute. We are still in it, only down by 1 goal. We've cut the deficit in half from the right boot of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So not much happened. Zimmerman let up another pen. Aguero missed another pen. And yeah, that was about it. 2-1 from Carrow Road. So after that really close game against City, we sit in 12th place. I mean, we're a point above Arsenal, and for some reason Brighton are getting a European spot as of now. So that 5, 6, 7, even 8th position, I mean, still really early days, only 3 points away. And then we have Burnley and Palace in the next few games. And I mean, the way we played against City, and even against Liverpool, if we play like that every game, I mean, I have high expectations for this team. I see a lot in our future. So on note, I think I still might sim the Burnley game and play the Palace one. So we got Burnley, our third and final sim game of the episode. So a win here, we could go up to 8th, so it's pretty big. Come on, can we win against Burnley for our first sim win? We draw, and Tim Krul is injured, and it looks like it's a serious one. Okay, so Tim Krul's only out for 8 days, so, I mean, still not ideal, but he's our only goalkeeper, so that's really concerning for the Palace game. So I mean, kind of our draws and losses, though, I think those are all expected, and I think we actually did much better than we expected to in this episode. So I mean, we go in 8th place, that's European spot. I mean, we're only 2 points away from that, and that's Sheffield United. Look at all these teams, kind of weaker considered teams we haven't played yet. Everton, Brighton, Sheffield United. I mean, Bournemouth, Watford, Newcastle, Villa, Southampton, Palace are not doing very well. So I'm really confident about this season, and I think our best days are ahead in this career mode. So yeah, Tim Krul has not recovered. 1 day. He needs 1 day to recover and get his stamina back, and he hasn't. So we're going to have to take him out, and we only have one other goalkeeper to have on the bench for the 67 rated McGovern. So I'm hoping they're not going to get too many shots off, because in the goalkeeping department, I'm not very confident for this game. But hopefully our attackers can provide the goals we need to prevail against this Palace team. So I guess in the end it's good I'm playing the Palace one, because I wouldn't really want to sim it with a like 60 rated goalkeeper. So as you can see, FIFA are advertising on their own game. You'll love to see it. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. It's okay though, surely we're still in. Just an early goal against Palace. Sure, we still have... No. 2-0 down now. Not ideal at all. Kondwozi, we know he can't finish, and he's in. And of course, he doesn't finish. Guaita pushing out the save. Zlatan in for another chance, but Guaita leaping up and pushing it out again. Palace in with another chance, and yeah, Castagne getting a second of the game, the 85th minute. Zlatan's away, and he gets a goal from a really good angle, but it's in the 89th minute, way too late, just a consolation goal. So of course I was not expecting that at all, losing 3-1 to Palace, but again, we did have our backup goalkeeper, so like any shot had a better chance of going in, of course. And you take a look at the table, and I mean, we're in mid-table, so somewhat near a goal, in 6 points, and I mean, even worst European spot, 11 points, and I feel like at least for this half of the season, our hardest games are behind us. And just to emphasize on that a little bit, look at that. We're not really playing any real teams the entire next episode. I mean, Brighton are kind of doing well, but besides that, absolutely no real teams whatsoever. So I'm really confident and excited for next episode. Hopefully we can move on, kind of put the difficulties of today behind us. And I know we still did well today. I mean, of course, very early days, we played 6 points from 7 matches, so looks like we got 1 win, 3 draws, and 3 losses, so not a ton of losses, mostly draws, but we're still around mid-table range, which is complying to our goal. I mean, we want to try to finish at least 10th this season, push the Europa League next season, and then try to win it. So that is all for the second episode of the Norwich City career mode. And that's the squad, a bit of a change, some injuries, and I'm going to put Tim Krul back in the lineup as quickly as possible there. So yeah, see you guys next time.